Hello lovelies, welcome back to Chrissy Cooking at Home. Today we are making Cincinnati chili and we're going to can it. I'm super excited. I usually make this in the crock pot and it cooks all day long and it turns out fantastic. Photobomb. Come on, Magma. 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 Come on. Come on, get down. Down. He likes to jump on people's backs. Anyways, Cincinnati chili. In my pot, I have 4 pounds of lean ground beef and 1 very large yellow onion chopped. I'm cooking it down. It's not super lean, so I'm gonna need to drain some fat off, I think. So cooking that down, and then I'll bring you back when it's time to add our copious amounts of spices and seasonings that makes this chili so wonderful. Okay, so the beef has cooked with the onion. We have 1 bulb of garlic that we are going to press into the pot. And then I went ahead and measured everything else out. We have in this bowl our spices, which is 1/2 cup unsweetened cocoa, 1/2 cup chili powder, 3 teaspoons cumin, 1/2 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1.5 tablespoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 1/2 cup of Worcestershire sauce, 1/4 cup cider vinegar, 4 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 3 cups water. Now, here's the water, vinegar, Worcestershire. Here is our spices, seasonings, cocoa, everything. We have 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste. Don't know if I said that. And then for our tomato sauce, we have 8 cups or 64 ounces of tomato sauce. This is going to make a big batch because we're having some for dinner today, and then the rest I'm going to can up. So, trying to do research on if I can unsweetened, unprocessed cocoa powder. I know, well, I assume chocolate itself is out, so I omitted that from my recipes. This usually has 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate. So we're going to, can at your own risk. If you feel comfortable canning it, by all means, give it a go. Do your research. If you just want to make this for a big potluck or a big dinner, it's easy enough to cut in half too. This is double my recipe that I stick in my crock pot because I want for dinner and to can it. So, alright, what I'm going to do is, I'll show you the beef and the onion. The beef and the onion. See, beef and onion. So now we're going to take our spices and our cocoa and our bay leaves. See, it's a lot. It's quite a bit. You can substitute beef broth for water. I just don't happen to have any. Sometimes I do beef broth, sometimes I do water. Tomato sauce. This is a 12-quart stock pot. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Okay, now I gotta put you down to get the tomato paste in the pot. Oops, I didn't mean to throw you down. My bad. First, I'm going to rubber scrape this into the, I don't want to waste a bit. Okay. And then 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste. That's it. Lots of garlic. Rinse. Just a quick rinse. Garlic makes it sticky. Okay. Spoon. I'm gonna get this. It's got a nice rich brown color from all that chili powder and the cocoa. I'm hoping it tastes just like my usual recipe without the unsweetened chocolate pieces. All right, eat. Oh man. Okay. You see that nice rich color? I got some big clumps. That's okay. The ground beef will continue to break down in this. So I'm going to bring this up to a simmer, and then I'm going to reduce it to barely a simmer. Because I don't want it to burn. So we're going to do that over medium, bring it up to a simmer. Once it comes to simmer, turn it down to low and let it cook for a few hours until I guess I feel up to canning it, which might be either right before dinner or right after dinner. I don't know. Got another project going too, so busy day. Okay, so the chili's been cooking for a few hours and it tastes amazing. I am a little concerned with the salt. Is the salt going to intensify when it's canned? Because right now it's just the right saltiness for plain pasta. You know, pasta, plain spaghetti needs a little help, needs a little oomph. So it's perfect for that. Is canning going to intensify it? I don't know. We're going to find out. And so I did some more research on the cocoa, and there's people canning like cocoa, like chocolate syrups. Water bath canning though. We're pressure canning because this has meat. We're gonna pressure can. So I looked up chili, what that should be canned at, and at my elevation it's 15 pounds pressure and for 75 minutes for quarts. I will be double checking, triple checking, making sure I read that right, but so far on the National Food Preservation website, that's what it says. So I got the jars warming up a bit because it is really chilly in my house. I can't tell I'm wearing my big hoodie. So I didn't want to put hot chili in, you know, cold jars and catastrophe happens. I'm here. So what I did is I just put water in my pressure canner, 3 quarts, and turned it up to medium. Just to warm up the jars. It's not simmering yet, but if I crank it a little bit more, we'll see. I'm not sure how many quarts I'm gonna get, but I decided I want to can all of it just to see what it tastes like. I'll open one for dinner tonight, no big deal. So you're coming along for either something really awesome or something really catastrophic. We'll see. We're in this together. Okay, crank that up. I'm gonna start. Start here. So this is a very rich brown color. And I believe a quart will be perfect for one meal for us, which is a family of 3, 2 adults, 1 child. I may end up needing a pint, I don't know, because again, we're experimenting. So, I'm going to give it 1 inch headspace. So that's 1 quart. I am going to stick a debubbler in there just to make sure I don't have any bubbles hiding, because it's a very thick chili. It's supposed to be. You want it to be. You want it nice and thick. You don't want it thin and watery. I don't think I'm going to get very many from my double batch here. But I got my little dish of vinegar ready. I got my paper towels folded. I got the 2 sheets here ready to go. I think I'm only going to get 4 quarts. That's a bummer. Well, not really a bummer, because it's not like I have a ton of space for it. It's just I was hoping to get more meals out of it. I still have to figure my cost per jar. I like to do that with my spreadsheet. I keep track of the jars that I've had, when I made them. I subtract when we've taken it from the area where we keep it. It's called general jars. I don't think this is going to fill another quart. I don't think so. If we do, it'll be by the skin of our teeth. Now I want to mention that even though you have this, you should have this on the lowest setting on your stove, you have to stir very frequently. Not constantly, but very frequently. Or it will scorch. Seriously? Let's put that there. Baby, I am scraping every bit. We are getting every bit. Probably wouldn't have to work so hard for it if I didn't taste it so many times. But it is yummy. And the longer it cooks and develops those flavors, the better. Which is why I'm really excited for the pressure canning. So that pot is empty. Empty, and that made a mess. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of stir around. I see bubbles. Or is that onion? I either see onion or bubbles. We're going to stir it around anyways. Okay. Now I have my special rack in the bottom of my pressure canner. I've done my safety checks on my lid. Got the gasket on. Now, if you watched my green bean video, you'll see it was the first time I had no seepage. None. We're going for a second time. We're gonna, oops. Okay, so we have 3 regular mouth, 2 wide mouth. So I got 5. Woot woot. 5. 5 quarts. That's 5 meals. It's 5 dinners, more lunches. Okay. That one's nice and clean. So let's grab a wide mouth. Brand new lid. Okay. I'll put the ring on in a minute. I like to put the lid on as soon as I clean it, I have found. Because I can be such a messy person. That's done. Okay. Regular mouth. Come here. There we go. And I don't want to transfer a mess. Like, this jar is an absolute mess. This one's not. This one looks fine and nothing's coming off, but you know, there might be something there blocking our seal, which is why we're doing the vinegar wipe down, because we don't want interference. Now this jar over here is a mess. Absolute flippin' mess. Oh, I'm just praying I can get second time with no seepage, because this seeping, oh, what a mess. That would be catastrophic. Okay, get the band real good, get the top again real good. Glad I did. Okay. Now, this one, there. Did I finger tape that? Okay. Then, go to this one. Yep, so I thought, got some chili down the side. Don't want that on the jars because I am hoping to see clear water when I open it, when it's done pressure canning, when the timer's up and it's depressurized and all that hoopla. Oh, okay. Just trying to get the placement right. So I'm going to get this going and I'll bring you back when it's done and we'll find out together if we have any seepage. Well, the Cincinnati chili is out of the pressure cooker, and we did have some seepage from one jar that I can tell. The others look fine. The water is cloudy, it is not clear. But here they are. This one can tell seepage. And then the water is not clear. So, as long as the flavors are good, it's all good. Next time. Well, it's the next day after making the Cincinnati chili. One jar did not seal, the one that seeped, I showed you, didn't seal. So I threw it in the fridge. And now I have heated it up for our lunch today. And I made spaghetti because it's traditionally served on spaghetti or hot dogs topped with a huge mound of cheddar cheese, and then optional toppings of onion or beans on top of that. So I just poured it out into a pot and heated it up slowly over medium-low heat. That's all I did. And it is perfect. So, I know there's not much there, but I can't eat much. Now, I'm not going to put as much cheese on there as usually done at Skyline Chili restaurant. They do it right. They do it good. But, again, I can't eat much. I won't even finish this. But it tastes wonderful. It is not too salty. The seasonings did not become bitter. It didn't scorch in the jar, which was a little bit of a concern. But I think because it was pressure canned in the water and not on the touching the bottom of the pot because it has a tray, kept it from scorching. But it's delicious, and give it a try. It's very popular in Indiana and Ohio, surrounding areas where, you know, Cincinnati is at. So give it a try. Throw it in the slow cooker like I do. Let it stew on the pot, in a pot on the stove for a couple of hours. The longer you let it cook, the better the flavors, just like a mole sauce. So you don't have to can it. You can just eat it as is. It's good. Next time.